Welcome back from the commercial. Listen, we still got our sponsors.
Yeah.
Told them. Listen, we having a good time, man. Our brother A-Rod, from the former MLB baseball player, has a new makeup product for men. Any thoughts on this? That's a goofy ass picture, but any thoughts?
That's why J-Lo. That's why J-Lo left him, because he kept going in her makeup.
Oh, he's taking up the bathroom time.
Yeah. Kept using her mascara. See, this is what I'm talking about. Now we getting ready to start this stuff where men are going to be wearing makeup. You know what I'm saying? Men are just getting too feminine. I don't think men should be wearing makeup unless you're an actor and you're on a TV show or something like that. But other than that, walking around and during the course of your day wearing makeup for men, I don't know. I'm not with it.
I'm not with it either, man. Only time I had to wear makeup, like you said, I was on Fox, one shows on Fox one time.
Yeah.
And they put a bunch of makeup on your face, but I'm not with it. You want to keep the shine off my bald head. They had to put the makeup on there.
Correct. And I had to wear makeup when me and my family did like pictures for a family photo shoot. Mm-hmm. But other than that, yeah, you can't. I can't rock that shit.
No, I can't be that.
That's what they're saying. It actually came from, though. Like, you know what I mean? It's like for the last year, everybody's been on these Zoom calls. So it's almost the same thing. So now men are starting to think. I don't know which one, but certain men are starting to look and think of themselves and say, hey, I want to touch up here and there, and they do it. I'm not with it, but I can kind of see the if you're that type, if that's important to you, I kind of see the reasoning behind it, or the logic behind it.
Yeah. I'm not wearing no blush or no eyeshadow, bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't go with my eyes, man.
I mean, we're on a show right now. Ain't none of us got no makeup on, I don't think, But
no, I don't know, Carol. What's going on, brother? You're even right now. You're even.
Yo. Dark skin unite. Come on, D. Word up. Let's unite.
No, speaking of the Zooms, Derek makes a point. I seen they said, I was reading somewhere where women are starting to get more butt stuff done because they've been sitting down so much. They saying their butts are getting flat. I seen stuff like this on, it's crazy shit, man, because they sitting on Zooms all day.
I know. I'm
just making up shit. They're just making up shit. Come on.
I was born in the wrong era.
Yeah. So I guess when you were sitting on your ass in the office, that didn't count, right?
Yeah, good point. You were there for 8 hours.
Yeah, exactly. You were doing the same thing in the office.
Yeah. You got a damn sure good point on that one, man. Yeah. So listen, this guy, he said, Toni Braxton, man. He was Jamie. I think you got a picture of Toni Braxton, Jamie? Woo, man. Toni Braxton's killing him at 53, man. She ain't playing no games, brothers.
Yo, she looked like Amber Rose when she first started out.
Facts.
Yeah.
But she ain't got the Amber Rose.
She looked a little lighter too. I mean, I guess that's just the lighting.
She got some daisies. She got Amber Roses.
Yeah, she ain't got Amber Roses. Because Amber Rose was a lot thicker. You know what I'm saying?
What was they saying? They were just saying she's like kind of rebranding herself.
She shut down the draft. She came out at 53, like bongo. Like you got chicks that's 23, they ain't looking like Toni Braxton. Toni Braxton quarantine and mess her up.
Yeah.
Quarantine and mess her up. She got better. I mean, there's a lot of celebrities that got better with age. Ashanti, I used to think cute with her sideburns back in the day. Her sideburns went down when she got older. I think Ashanti's looking at her. I'm thinking Ashanti.
I think she is. I think Ashanti is attractive. But what really messed me up about Ashanti early on was, and it probably wasn't warranted, but they used to say she was kind of like a little. She wasn't humble at first. That's why I used to hear a lot. You used to hear that, because she's from Glen Cove, I believe, Long Island, and I've seen some people that have seen her and stuff. But what's the name have the same reputation, Rihanna? But yeah, you can grow old gracefully. Plus, I think people really get into fitness in their body and they work out today and things like that. So and then take care of yourself. You definitely 53 is not a death sentence.
Yeah. I think it's about how you live your life. You know what I'm saying? If you ripping and running the streets, or you know what I'm saying, you're doing heavy stuff, it's going to take its toll on you.
Tony has a soft 53. That's a very soft 53. We've seen hard 53 before.
Yeah. I mean, look, Rihanna got better age. Rihanna's head was so big when she was young. I ain't seen that, but she looked like somebody. She dropped her head when she was a baby, and now she's looking better. Rihanna got thicker. She looked better. Yeah, black women are getting better with age. It looks like now they get better with age.
We know, women are known for that, man.
And it's not just the age; it's the stage. When you recognize what stage of life you're in,
That's
you're not walking around
man.
here trying to be 20 years old when you 45, 50. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality. Once you understand that, you get comfortable in your own skin. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is.
We've seen those type of women.
Yeah, I think we all think about stuff now better. Like we all like CMOS stuff that's been around. We're really like getting back to that kind of stuff. We go start exercise, walking. You know, I think that's what it is. As we get older, we know we got to start getting in shape, and I think that's what these sisters are doing.
And know what works for you. Like what work. Like give me that. Well, there's things that people do that I don't do. Like I'm not a tattoo guy. I'm not an earring guy. Some people are. It works for them. It doesn't work for me, so I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Yeah. So you know, once you know. But see, I was never into the cloning thing. Like, all right, I need to look like you look, whatever. You know, if it works for you, it works for you. And that's something to be said about that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's just
it. You're right, Kelvin. It's important to be comfortable in your own skin.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
No
Absolutely. It's very important. And I know a lot of people that are not very comfortable in
right. Whatever your lane is, just embrace it and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
You got to embrace who you are. You know what I'm saying?
You hope we get better at that age. You hope we get better with that as we age. You know, getting more comfortable with yourself, being more at ease with your spirit and everything. You know, we've seen women or men, for that matter, you know, who are not quite there. They dress a little young for their age. You know, they're kind of into more trendy things. You know, I'm not wearing no damn skinny jeans down to my ass, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Doing that, that's not okay what that is.
Yo, listen, my thing. Oh, let me get one thing before I get to the next topic. Why all these young boys wearing these goddamn purses? I was at a party and these boys had purses in the house. They take the purse to the bathroom. I'm like, every boy has a goddamn purse.
A purse.
And they're wearing it across themselves like a freaking pocketbook.
Yeah, like they got tampons in it. They taking it to the
Where
bathroom.
do styles come from in our community? Where do styles come from? Styles sometimes come from jail.
Rappers.
Styles sometimes will come from rappers. And rappers sometimes will get it from jail. And so it's just a cycle.
Well, who's wearing a purse in jail?
No. I'm
See, what I noticed is the rappers, when they carrying those pocketbooks, they're carrying like a lot of money in them. And so now I guess regular people follow it and they carry the bags too. But it ain't cool to me.
And with all of that, Gerald still said on his interview, it's still not cool to be smart in the hood. That just don't catch him.
Yeah, I mean the purse, like they a name brand. I just can't like. I was at a party last Saturday and like 4 or 5 boys all had purses.
Yeah.
Well, what party was you at, brother? That's what we got to find out.
No, I was at my friend. The young boys. I think anybody is under like 30, they all got these damn purses. I'm like, they don't have no money in their pocket. Everything's in their purse. Like, think about this. If you had a purse, where's your wallet at now?
Yo, is it really called the purse though? Is it like, what do they?
A merce. They call it a man purse. A merce.
Wow. Like I said, I'm good morning, wrong era, because I mean, I just can't, some of this stuff it just passed me by.
Yeah. As our daddy would say, they're sissified.
That's why, you know what's funny? That's why I like movies, black women in particular, from the 70s and 80s, before all of this plastic surgery and all stuff like that, from the 70s and 80s. I always just think that because everybody was just kind of natural with who they were. You knew if you saw them, that's who they were. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just like everybody's kind of put together, and it's kind of like this herd mentality. I don't like it as much. You know what I mean?
So speaking of people getting with age, Joe Brown recently. I don't know if Jamie, we have a little video to that.
All right, I'm straight. I'm heterosexual. But when I see Lizzo, the lizard hippo, with her bare, fat, flabby ass trying to twerk in public, looking like a damn harlot in front of children, see, that's not right. When I look at Cardi B, who is a street walking hoe who brags about how she used to drug her tricks so she could rob them.
Yeah, she did say that.
See, that kind of thing put up as an exemplar of heterosexuality and normalcy. That is not normal. Something's wrong.
Well, that was Joe Brown and Kwame Brown. The Browns are going at it with everybody nowadays. Wow. The Browns are on attack. So Joe Brown, listen, you know how old uncles get. But so, any thoughts?
Yo, man. Listen, I would love to be able to defend them, right? But look, he broke it down, man. He's like, listen, it's kind of hard to defend someone who says that they used to drug somebody and do illegal activity and take advantage of them. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to defend someone who, who's going out there. We remember when the booty was out. I think you and I was talking before, Rod. Rodney didn't realize who Lizzo was. Until I said, the same one from her ass was out at Lakers. At the Lakers game. He was right up. That's what she was known for. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's kind of hard.
The thing is that's to me, and when we talked about this, Derek, you're right. And when I know you for an embarrassing moment or some sort of shocking moment, then the thing is, like, I don't know you for being talented. I know you for something that you've done extreme. You know what I'm saying? But I do realize in today's time, people do things now for a shock effect and to get followers and views and all of that stuff. But there's a price that comes along with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I didn't know that I didn't even know she made a record or anything. I had no idea,
Right.
Well, this is the thing I think you got to be conscious of. Kwame Brown has really, rose to national attention lately on being a victim. At the same time, you have somebody that's coming that's kind of critical on some other younger people. And you could be a contradiction in terms like that. Kwame Brown is saying everybody kind of defamed him and said negative things about him. Now Joe Brown comes on his show and you're saying negative things. So I don't know if it's necessarily whether you agree or not with what those young ladies do. I simply don't care for it. But at the same time, they are younger people. They have changed their lives. They have moved on. I mean, we've got a bunch of rappers that were selling drugs at one point, and now, as you mentioned, one of them is a billionaire. So I mean, you got to give them time to evolve too. And so I think, Derek, I don't think name calling is ever the answer. Then you can identify something, but calling a young lady a hoe or street walking hoe, and this one is, she fat and all that. I think you got to be conscious of that, especially Kwame Brown, who was saying that he was called the bust and he didn't like it. So, not saying he said it, but it was on his platform. Go ahead, Derek.
There's a difference. There's a key difference. Kwame Brown wasn't doing any illegal activity, number one. All right. So we can get rid of Cardi B right there. All right. And then also, right, he wasn't out there embarrassing himself, going out butt naked and doing something like that. So we can get rid of Lizzo. All he did was pick number one, do his job to the best of his ability. All right. And get caught up and people had an opinion of him, get caught up in an opinion. These other two are out there doing stuff that's not a part of a job. It's not part of anything other than selfishness. You know what I mean? Something that's very self-centered. And I understand that, yes, we have to allow for them that they were young when they were doing it, right? And I get that. And, God willing, they'll go and they'll progress and they'll grow and evolve into something completely different and beautiful when they're older, you know what I mean? And just be graceful with it. But in the meantime, if he calls her a street walking hoe, and what she did was go out there and, it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to defend that.
I understand that. I'm not even trying to defend it. That's not even my point. I'm not trying to defend it. What I'm saying is this. Remember, Kwame Brown says, I had no shoes, this and that, the third. So in other words, you're in a situation. I'll say this. Deprivation impairs your judgment. It does. I don't know what it's like to go out and sell drugs. I've never had a need to. I don't know what it's like for a woman to become a stripper and sell her body or show her body or whatever like that. I'm just saying, and I get your point, Derek. I'm not saying I approve that. I'm just saying when it comes to judging people, especially younger people, especially of a certain community or things like that, some people are going to take exception to it, and you just got to be conscious. Like, for instance, Kwame Brown has really been anti-media, and now Kwame Brown is part of the media. So it's just like, these things have a way of changing, and before you know it, Kwame Brown is going to get a sponsor because he has so much views, and then the sponsor is going to say you can't say this, and you get so all of Stephen A. Smith being a seller, all the stuff like that. Eventually, you become part of the process. That's what it is. But Joe Brown, I've heard him on a couple of different platforms. Outside of being on that bench, I don't know that you want to necessarily listen to Joe Brown because Joe Brown goes.
But also to that point, like Kwame Brown was getting on people saying they ripping down black men. Is he ripping down black women now?
No,
no, I don't see it that way either. But the thing is, see, I'm gonna go off the edge a little bit, go in a different direction. The thing is, this is what I don't like about when Lizzo and and Cardi B, like the things that they do, like I kind of have an understanding of how the industry works. So the thing is, they're setting a foundation for young black women that they're only going to be able to be successful unless they behave that way. So that's the issue that I have with it. So then basically another female artist comes along who's maybe really talented or whatever, and the industry pushes her and says, listen, show your ass at a funeral so you can get some some attention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, because the thing is, you have to keep going more and more extreme. You know what I mean? So the thing is, we won't see a natural talent female like Alicia Keys anymore, because that's not what the industry is going to say sells. And they're only going to do it to young black women. They're going to make them do extreme things. They're going to make them do whorish behavior in order to become successful. That's my issue with it.
No, it's all shock. You know what I mean? And
everything is shock.
I think that's what he's not ripping black women or ripping them as black women. Correct. He's correcting bad behavior.
Correct.
You know what I mean? That's what he's talking. Yeah, that's the bad behavior. One's out there doing what she's doing, drugging people. The other one's out there butt naked, twerking and all of that. You know what I mean? And and then doesn't want to be body shamed afterward. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so it's kind of like, you put yourself out there. Relax, be modest, do your thing, stay in your lane, do whatever you want to call it, man. But just behave. Well, I don't know what you want to call it, man. But just get yourself together, man.
Well, I'm not a Cardi B fan.
I don't think that any of us can name a young white female celebrity or artist
that's doing that.
That has to do that in order to gain fame. I don't think we can.
I'm about to say we can go over to Madonna. We can go back to Britney Spears. But I want to move us along to the next topic, since we're talking about But
I'm talking about today.
I don't follow white artists, so I don't know. I can't figure it out. I'm too pro black now. But anyhow,